Good evening. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News at America's Voice. God bless my country of Mexico, my city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Good evening to everybody that is watching. As I was sharing a watch party right now, and it is amazing what is happening right now around the world. As we talked about this not too long ago, we talked about this yesterday. We talked about this, a week ago, that this riots and what is happening in the United States is an open window for liberals. It's an open window for the organizations of ANTIFA, for the radical and anarchist movement that is occurring right now around the world. And it is also, an open window for all of these organizations to start rioting and looting. Antifa right now is in the city of Mexico protesting. They are, causing riots. They are throwing rocks at officers. They are, hitting officers, police officers, and they were carrying Molotov bombs, as they were informing us right now. And as we were watching videos also from Milenio Noticias, Antifa, around 2,000 anarchist protesters, they were marching through one of the most famous avenues in the city of Mexico, that is the Avenue Reforma Avenue. As they were walking also, and they protested on one of the most famous parts in Mexico that is called Polanco. Also, around 2,000 activists from Antifa carrying a flag that says Antifa in our country. Activists from the United States involved with activists of our country of Mexico, destroying the city of Mexico and destroying downtown Mexico. Activists from the United States infiltrated in our country, destroying the city of Mexico. Antifa activists, around 2,000 of them, they are right now being pushed back by the authorities. The authorities, what they're mentioning is that they ran out of ammo. What they were carrying, the activists, they ran out of gas, they ran out of tear gas, they ran out of Molotov bombs, and after they ran out of ammo, the government of Mexico started running them back, started pushing them back to a point that they are going to arrest them or going to held whoever was responsible for the alterations on the city. This is not the first time, for everybody that is watching, this is not the first time that activists from Antifa have been in our country. Activists and radical anarchists from Antifa have been in our city of Tijuana, also with the migrant caravans, have been in Tapachula, also with the migrant caravans, and a lot of organizations like BAM, By All Means Necessary, also Antifa, the anti-fascist radical, group, also Caravan Support Network and Border Support Network, although other organizations, radical anarchist organizations from the United States, from activists, American activists, that they are infiltrated in our country. As you see, you go to my page, you will see a post of these Antifa activists in the middle of the city of San Diego, in the middle of the city of Ciudad de Mexico, carrying a big flag that says Antifa. This is huge, this is big, because we've been talking about it, and we've been talking about this for the past 2 weeks. With the past 2 weeks, I've been telling you that this window that they just opened about the George Floyd incident was going to open for more riots, as we saw a riot that occurred in Guadalajara, Jalisco. As I haven't been talking about that because I've been investigating who are the agitators of that riot in Guadalajara, Jalisco, that they're trying to find justice for Giovanni, a man that was killed on the 6th of May for not using the proper equipment or being in quarantine. This man was killed unjustice, with a lot of unfairness and injustice by, it was killed by a police officer, abuse of power and brutality. And now after the George Floyd incident, they are starting to riot. On the 1st of June, they started, creating a little bit of riots. Now it's the 4th of June and they're continuing. Another incident that happened in Colombia, with another young man by 21 years old that it was killed. Now is being viral 3 days before the George Floyd incident. He was killed in Colombia. Now it's being viral right now, and on the first and they starting to be viral on the 1st of June. So in Colombia, they're also doing these activists, and there's also doing these protests. As famous musicians, they've been opening and talking about this unfair assassination of this young man, 21 years old, in Colombia. Like J Balvin, like Goyo, like all these famous artists from Colombia. They're starting to speak out and be more viral about this. Now Antifa today marching in the center of the city of Mexico, that is called Avenida Paseo Reforma, right there, marching. And the police officers, they're really different over here. They're not going to be able to take that. So they started marching them, pushing them back with their equipment. And Antifa started firing them back with Molotov bombs and whatever rocks they started throwing. The police officers they were holding lines after, the Antifa ran out of ammo in the city of Mexico. They started pushing them back. Now, what happened yesterday in Ciudad de Guadalajara? Agitators from the political party of Morena, they are being held, accountable. They're being held accountable for, what happened, yesterday in Guadalajara, Jalisco. There's a particular agitator from the political party of Morena that he is trying to, the police and the intelligence from the government of Mexico, they are trying to find this agitator. This is one of the reasons why I haven't been talking about it. This was created by agitators from the political party of Morena to agitate and alterate the situation, as is it is a political movement, it's a political statement, and it is an agenda that is trying to create the leftists, the socialists, the liberals. Those are the people that they are creating all this chaos. Remember what I've been telling you guys. One of the strategies from the leftist, liberal, socialists is creating chaos and the anarchists now. So what happened yesterday in Guadalajara, three police vehicles were burned. A police officer also was, they were trying to burn this police officer, and, property was damaged. They're also, they saw bomb grenades right there on the floor. This particular agitator is going to be held accountable for, the destruction of this, the government palace in Guadalajara. Now, what is happening in Ciudad de Mexico, they're trying to catch as much, activists and American activists that they are involved in this protest in the city of Mexico. American leftist liberal activists that they are in the city of Mexico protesting with also anarchists from Mexico in this groupation that is called Antifa. Right now, I was sharing a live feed. If you would like to go to Milenio Noticias, they are live right now on the floor, broadcasting for every single one of you guys. It is in Spanish. I will translate later, and I will do a live feed later to translate whatever they're saying and how they're doing. But the number that it was speculated that it was given by the reporter of Milenio Noticias, he was saying that around 2,000 of them were the amount that they were protesting in downtown the city of San Diego, Ciudad de Mexico. It is amazing that they are carrying a flag, a humongous flag on downtown Mexico that says Antifa. It is huge.